Hi, I'm Grant Ramos. I'm your host.
I'm Andrea. I'm Grant's Lyft driver.
And you're the first person to address me by name.
Yay.
Thank you so much. I feel so important now. Thank you for listening to another edition of LyftOff, all probably like 10 of you. Once again, our Twitter is, take a left here actually, is at LyftPod. So the name is LyftOff, but the actual Twitter handle is LyftOff. Or LyftPod. See, I'm already messing up. Andrea, how are you? How's your day been?
I'm good. Sorry, I just got a text.
Not at all. Please take it. I maintain that the Lyft driver's time is much more important than mine.
No. I'm driving. I should not be texting.
Okay, fair enough. Look at you, law-abiding citizen.
You know.
Goody two-shoes over here. How long have you been a Lyft driver?
About 5 hours.
What? Oh my God!
Today's my first day.
Last night I had a guy, he said Saturday, and I'm like, I think you might be the newbie, but...
No, I'm the newbie today.
How many of you had before me?
5. So you're number 6.
I'm number 6.
Mm-hmm. That is right. Don't be scared.
I'm flabbergasted, because usually, like, the follow-up question is, like, have you had any horror stories? But I would imagine with 5 other people, not yet.
So far, so good.
Oh my God, I'm so... I'm sorry, I'm bamboozled, because I'm asking you to do this podcast, and you're just like, is this what being a Lyft driver is like? Am I going to get this a lot? Well, sweet Jeebus then. I don't really have I can't, if we're not going to talk about Lyft, and we usually slowly transition to it, but we'll abruptly transition into any, do you have any, interesting life stories that you'd be comfortable sharing?
This is actually a decent segue, because I am a professional driver. Today's just my first day with Lyft.
What do you mean professional driver? So
before, it was a couple of years ago, but I was a truck driver. Like an 18-wheeler truck driver.
Get out!
Out!
Really?
Really? Yeah, I can show you my CDL. Class A.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Like, okay, wait. Do they still rock CB radios?
They do, but I did not.
You didn't?
No,
Smokey, this is the bandit. We got a bogey on our tail. No?
I did not mess with that nonsense. No.
Goodness. What, like, did you do really long routes, or were you like, I'll do town to town?
Yeah, I did really long routes. They call it over the road, or OTR for short.
Okay.
So I was OTR. In all, it was about 4 years that I did it.
Wow, you're a veteran in that case. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your longest trip?
I didn't really see it that way. I think truck drivers usually see it more like, how long were you out on the road before you went back home?
Okay.
And mine was about 2 months that I was gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's all you do yourself. You didn't like have a passenger with it.
No passenger. So this is
to annoy you with the podcast.
Yeah, I'm used to just talking to myself usually.
See, oh my God, I couldn't, because I thought about doing that. I really thought about getting certified actually.
Yeah.
And Florida license plate. That's where I'm from.
Woo.
Oh, go University of Florida. I'm in there. Sorry.
I actually was in Hurricane Rita in Florida.
Get out.
Out.
I like you. You're fun. You've got stories, and this is the shortest lift I'm ever gonna have. How did you do that by yourself? Because my brain is a bag of cats. If I'm by myself for 5 seconds, I will just start talking to myself. I'm so ADD that I need constant stimulation.
Then you would have had a CB radio, and I'm sure you would have had plenty of company.
Oh my God! So CB radios, kids back home. That's like the chat room of the 80s and 90s. That's actually, I can't even say that. That's like the Twitter. A chat room was a place where strangers would go together to talk. Kind of like Twitter, where now it's strangers going together and talking. And before that was CB radio, where if you were in the area, you could be like breaker 19, anybody want to talk, just so you don't go insane, right?
Right. And Channel 17 was like the hashtag truckers.
Really?
Yeah. Channel 17 was like the trucker channel. They also have a channel for the police and for, other things like that. So you can kind of tune in and listen to the police station to kind of get an idea. That's what newspapers do, so they know what's happening where, and they can send their reporter out.
And kids, newspapers used to be the Facebook where you would find out all your news. This is me patronizing myself. I'm 24 years old and I'm insulting my generation. Hang her right here at this light. How'd you keep it together? I gotta tell me. So do you just do some meditation? Smoke a lot of pot?
Well, no, I didn't do that. No, it's a lot of zoning out and just like listening to the radio, and that's where I got acquainted with NPR, which is
Air France jet that crashed in
the NPR.
I gotcha.
Some Terry Gross, some Ira Glass.
Not a lot of music, just mostly talk radio. Because that's what I do. I love it. I love podcasts and talk radio.
Yeah, well, music, the radio stations, they usually play the same. 5 or 6 songs that are hot. So, the first hour, I could busy myself with that. But then, I have to move on. I can't.
I guess we can't. You don't have to, direct you. You're a trucker. You're I know where he wants me to take him. I'll get him there.
I was never a trucker in Los Angeles, though.
No.
I would have died. I'm pretty sure. I think as far west as I got was Chico and Fontana.
That being said, how many times have you seen the movie Smokey and the Bandit?
Never. I know.
Sweet baby Jesus, how?
I saw Thelma
It's a trucker
Louise.
movie. And it's got Burt Reynolds, the greatest man that has ever lived in it.
Well, I saw Thelma and Louise sometime after I was a truck driver, so I think...
You'll have to educate me with that because I actually don't.
Well, there's a little trucker scene where the two girls, they keep encountering this truck driver, and he's this perverted, old cowboy. And they end up blowing up his rig.
And then having sex with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that does. I think that happens before. So it's this way? Yeah. Okay. I was going to guess, but I wasn't sure.
But, which, to be fair, who wouldn't? I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, I'm a very straight